dear Taurus, this is a love reading, a prediction for the month of August with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. If you want to watch the channel's readings in advance and ads free, you can become an extended member to the channel. I'm also doing spiritual growth readings for all the members to the channel every week and personal readings for the full members. Subscribe and then check out the different levels through the join button or follow the link in the description box to learn more. This will be a love reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising sign and Venus, Vedic or Tropical. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. So when I tell you that this side is you, it might as well be the person or the situation you are dealing with. And I usually read for the empath side of the story within this dynamic. But also remember that the other person holds up a mirror of your shadow. So use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this reading for you. I can also recommend that you rewatch the previous love reading for July because that's the energy right now. And this will be the prediction for August. I will start shuffling your cards and I use the Golden Universal Tarot with Roberto De Angelis. When I open your deck here, I see the Lovers in reversed and the Two of Wands. I'm feeling someone feels very self-assured in this relationship, and maybe that if this is the other person, that they don't need you. I'm thinking they're a little bit delusional here, but we'll see where it goes. I'm definitely feeling like a person is taking you for granted and doesn't really realize your value. Okay. So, I call the Divine with Love and Light. And here we have the Four of Swords with the Two of Wands in the reversed. It might be that this person is going through something that's also making them overwhelmed and therefore kind of unable to investing in the relationship with you at this point in time. Okay. I call the Four Archangels in the four corners of the world, and we have the Six of Coins with the Two of Wands here. So the Six of Coins, it almost feels like you're enabling them to take you for granted. Maybe you're doing too much, you are like there for them all the time, you're fixing things for them, solving their problems, and they are so used to it, they don't see what it is that you're doing. They will not miss it until it's gone. So let's say that you are doing everything for this person and they feel like they want to be free from you because you are mothering them or smothering them. And they want to go out in the world. And when they are out in the world here, it's first then they will realize all the things that you did for them that they now have to do for themselves. That's usually a very good experience for a person, because that makes a person grow and also appreciate other people more. It's usually younger people that act like this, but it can also be elderly people that, for example, immediately after moving from their parents, they got married and moved together with their spouse or like husband or wife, and so they never really got away from the family bonds or responsibilities, and they never knew how much it was worth. So maybe that's what's making this person take you for granted or taking the situation for granted. And also they're a little bit stubborn. Okay, so my way or the highway. 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Taurus viewers. So I want my dear Taurus to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. So I will just tune in for a few seconds to you, the person most on your mind and your relationship in August. So this is the new bottom of the deck, and we have a Five of Wands. So here the energy is kind of increasing, that the person says, I don't need you, and you say, I have helped you with this, I've done this for you, and the person says, it doesn't matter to me, you don't have to do those things, I don't even need you to do those things. We will see. Okay. And this is the old bottom of the deck. So 5 of Pentacles. Might be with the 6 of Pentacles that you're over-functioning a little bit. Maybe you are controlling this person's life, hoovering over them, micromanaging them, nitpicking, and like making them insecure if they could make it on their own or not. So maybe you are too much of a parent to this person, so they lose confidence being with you. Okay. So this is what's on your mind, with the person most on your mind. And this is the situation with said person. This is what's on their mind with you. And sorry, this is your feelings for them, the bond between you two, their feelings for you, your behaviors and attitudes, the outcome for August, and their behaviors and attitudes. So we start with the situation. And we have a 3 of coins in the reverse. So it's not like this is like grown-up people doing like a work together. We're working together on this relationship. We're working together on making this family function. We work together of getting this project done. It's more as if one person is working and the other person is you know, maybe complaining or not even want to do the project and playing hooky. So it's very common, this kind of energy in a relationship. It can be, for example, let's say the one parent is taking care of the children all the time and the other one is just irritated when they are asked to do something to help out. So that's the kind of energy I'm feeling here. They are protesting that this could even be their job. And here we have your what's on your mind with this person, and we have the 8 of Wands in the reverse. I think there's a lot of things that you would want to say to this person, but since you are kind of over-functioning, I'm also thinking that you're a little bit scared of conflict. You try to fix everything even before it's broken, taking care of people, doing things so they will stay content. And this is kind of creating a discontentment with them, since you are striving so hard to make them content. And the things that you are not happy with, it seems like you have a problem with saying this to this person or to these kind of people, because maybe you're scared of the consequences. So we'll see what's on their mind with you. Death. It's much the same what we saw with the 2 of Wands. The person basically wants to get away from you and they don't want to hear what you have to say. In this situation, it's very hard to start to negotiate your terms. I think the best you can do is to focus on your own stuff and not help this person out so much, not bother too much about them, you know, leave them be. Maybe they're a little bit overwhelmed and they are planning to kind of escape the scene. And if you don't want this to happen, it's better if you just focus on your stuff and your projects and your friends and your side of things, and just let this person figure out for themselves where they want to go at this point, because you are not in a good position to start to negotiate and to ask them to put in more effort. Either it's in the relationship or in the household or at work or in the family, whatever. It's not a good time to ask them to step up, because it's immediately going to result in a running away reaction. This can be also you blocking this person because they're acting so chilly or they're acting like they don't care, and you think that you have done all the work, and I think that's true, that you have done all the work. So this is the bond between you two, and it's the King of Cups in reverse. Both of these are Scorpio. I'm actually seeing like a young dad in front of me. I've done this for a little while in this relationship. I'm seeing a young dad that's being asked to be as involved in the children's life as the mother is, and they don't feel comfortable with this at all. And they might feel overwhelmed with the situation and kind of rebelling against this situation. I'm trying to catch what this person is feeling, but it's a little bit hard. I'm just seeing them, their face being a little bit upset, but in the same time they try to be focused and help the kids out with what they need, but they feel like they are not in the right element, or that they feel awkward doing those things, or like they are not skilled enough. They don't have, it doesn't come natural for them, and still they need to act like it comes natural, because the whole surrounding is kind of expecting this, expecting them to be a good father, or expecting them to be a good, you are expecting them to be a good partner. Maybe the parents on both sides of you also expect them to be a good partner. And I think this person is feeling like they are the opposite. They don't want to be a good parent. They don't want to be a good partner. They want to escape this whole situation, all the demands that's on them. And they know that if they do that, people will see them as a real, like a real loser, like a really bad person, like low on moral, abandoning their family or abandoning their partner. And this is your feelings. And we have the Temperance card, Alchemic Wedding, in the reversed. So you're definitely irritated with this person. You might even have stopped talking to them because they're no use, because they don't want to compromise with you, so you don't want to compromise with them. I'm just seeing you're taking a little bit revenge because of how they have treated you. So you say, okay, then I won't care for you either. But it's also a little bit what's needed. You don't have to be pissed off though, but it's a good fuel to stop investing in a person if we feel a little bit taken for granted and get pissed off. But ideally, you would just focus on your own stuff and, you know, let this person be whoever they are, and do their own thing. But it's hard if we actually have children together, or we have promised to you know, be married and work on our relationship. But sometimes a person goes through like life crises, and maybe we can't really control what the other person will do. If they will spoil or destroy the relationship with their children, and they will destroy the relationship with you, it's a little bit still up to them. They will be the one that's mostly tormented by this in the end anyway. Of course, the children as well, but we can't force a person to take a role that they don't want to have. It's complicated, this situation, because of course we need to do the best we can, like the other parent and relatives around, friends and everything, to maybe get this person to step up and step in. But I don't feel that it's your job anymore. I think you have already done everything you could in this department, and if this person hasn't listened by now, it might not be much you can do. Okay, so this is their feelings towards you. Seven of Swords is this: I'm a crook, I'm a really bad person, they feel like they want to run away or escape, and that's a really shitty move, because it's probably is, but the person still, they can't help but wanting to do this. It's probably like a itch that's becoming more and more extreme, or like you know, when you feel like compelled to do something, and this it's also increasing in strength. Like, I want to go and do that, I want to go and do that, I want to go and do that. Eventually, one day you will just go and do that, even if it's against everything that you have promised, everything that that you have an idea of what kind of person you want to be, and now you realize you're not that person, or at least you can't be right now. So okay, so this is your behaviors and attitudes, and we have a 7 of Coins in the reversed. So it's like you have lost hope a little bit. You haven't seen much change with this person over a longer period of time, and now you're not expecting it. You would want it, but you have realized, I think, with like the logic of the situation, that this is not going to happen, and that the person is increasing their bad behavior. So 7 of Coins in reverse is basically you don't invest in a situation that you think will anyway turn to rubbish. And so we have 7, 7. So here they are challenged with having kind of a bad moral, and you are challenged with, like you have put a lot of work into this situation and it doesn't pay off. You wanted a happy family. You don't have the happy family because one of the people in the family here is trying to escape. So you have tried to put a lot of effort into something, a project, and it didn't pay out. And now you are like, I don't know what to do with this. Okay, so this is their behaviors and attitudes. We have an Ace of Wands in reverse. That's really, I'm feeling like they feel pain, but they're also like this slithering snake that just escapes the scene, okay? So this is not a brave energy. It's like someone that's letting important people down, is what I'm getting when I'm holding this card. Like a person that knows what's right to do, but still don't do it. It's shitty, okay? So... and here we have the Fool. So it comes like a little bit of a surprise here. I'm realizing this person is the Fool, and these two cards are connected in numerology, because this is, in numerology, this is the value of 22. Comes after the 21, the World, and then 22, because 0 doesn't have a value. And 2 plus 2 is 4. And 1 plus 3 is, which is the death number, is 4. So they're also connected to the Emperor. So again, like the young dad, the Emperor, that can't be a grown-up in this situation and escapes the scene. And so it's like the Emperor is giving up their empire and saying, this is... this is too much for me. I want to go and paint paintings instead, or I want to go and on a walkabout, or travel the world, or I don't know, drink myself into unconsciousness. So someone that basically can't take like responsibility over an empire. So they are very childish. But this card is aimed towards you. So I don't think this walkabout might be particularly long. They might want to come back and, have a home here, but then go out and, be irresponsible, not do the things that's asked of them or that's expected of them. But they want the benefit of the situation, but they don't want the responsibility of it. Okay, problematic. We can't fix other people. They are what they are. So this is what they would tell you if they would tell you the truth. And it's this that they're coming back. They don't want to do the things that you're asking of them, but they don't want to live without you either, because they feel like a baby, and that's why they can't take responsibility also. I can't handle one more heartbreak. I'm not seeing them being particularly heartbroken. I'm rather seeing them being like breaking hearts here. See where this is going. Everything reminds me of you. I can't handle one more heartbreak. When someone has maybe grown up with parents that didn't care much for them, and then they become that kind of parents themselves, that's the kind of heartbreak I'm feeling here. When someone do exactly the same stupid thing that other people did towards them, and they even know that they are doing it, and they're still not stopping themselves. Everything reminds me of you. That's why this person is coming back. They're trying to run away from the responsibility, and it's almost like they're enjoying being this shitty person and breaking hearts. Because why? I don't know why people act like this, but they surely do. Let's say that you had a parent that drank a lot and smacked you around sometimes, and maybe sometimes you will find yourself acting in the same way towards the people that you love. It usually happens with people that display their hurt towards others. We have another group that rather torment themselves. If they have been tormented by someone else, they will go into self-hurting behaviors. For example, going into destructive relationships with the wrong people, or even having eating disorders, or cutting themselves or whatever. So they are taking out the pain on themselves. But this person is typically taking out their pain on other people, and they know it. And because of that, they feel like maybe my spouse, my my partner is better off without me. My children is better off without me. My parents is better off without me. My friends is better off without me. And I think it has to do with the way the person was loved. It was heartbreaking for them to be loved in this way. And it's even more heartbreaking for them to see that they are acting the same. They have the same impulses. They want to do the same stupid thing. But they have a very, very strong attachment to you. Very strong. I'm lost without you. Everything reminds me of you. And it's surprising when you see this kind of cards that they are this attached to you. And that was also why I was surprised by the Fool. So this person like talks a lot and do a lot of stupid things, but in the end of the day they seem to come back to you. And I don't know if that's, you know, a good thing. Okay, this is from your point of view. I played you, and we'll see what more. I played you, and I'm scared of showing vulnerability, and we belong together. I don't feel like you have played this person. I think that you feel like they have played you, and now you don't want to be vulnerable anymore. You don't want to tell them how you would want things to be fixed or how you want them to behave, because you feel that it's no use anymore. There's nothing more you can give them. So you think that they are a player, and they are kind of acting like a player, but it's not it. It's like they are doomed to repeat an old ancestral karma, old ancestral stupid thing that should have been healed long ago. And now you don't want to be vulnerable towards this person anymore, since they are acting like they don't have your back, they don't care about you, they are not honest with you, sneaking away, trying to not take responsibility. It's typical player qualities. So because of you feeling played, and now you're scared of showing vulnerability. But I actually think that this is your strength, because you are not super angry here, a little bit bitter, but just enough so that you stop caring so much for this person, which is kind of a very good medicine at this point. Both of you seems to be like agreeing of this, that you need each other, but it's very hard for you to come together at this point, because this person definitely needs to grow to be like a good partner for you and a good parent to your children or future children, or like your projects. Or it can even be, it doesn't have to be children, it can be that they are really nasty towards your friends. Like you have friends that you meet regularly, but this person acts like, you know, really stupid the nights when these friends comes over. It can be that kind of energy as well. And I wouldn't let this person come back and like benefit from the relationship, but then not helping with working on the relationship or taking responsibility. If the person doesn't want to invest themselves, I think they have nothing to do in the relationship with you either. But that's not up to me to decide. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, and I think that's what you need to focus on. Since you have seen that this person doesn't really have your back and you don't want to be vulnerable towards them anymore, it's only one way forward, and that's focusing on you, focusing on your self-love and taking good care of you, and letting this person act as they may, and let them have consequences, because I will promise you they will have consequences. Even if you don't know it, they will know it. Okay, so this is the advice card for you there, to the sea, and advice card for them, clean it up. Okay, so I'll read number 7. So I think it's about not resisting the things that's happening in this relationship right now. Just let it be as it is, even if it's very disappointing. Being in the flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. Isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seems to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless? These cards remind you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. There are points in a relationship when you have to decide to go with the flow rather than dictate the course you share with another. Can you let go of the need to have things your way and allow the relationship itself, your combined goals and desires, to steer the ship? Can you both transcend your personalities and allow the partnership to form its own identity, its own energy? Now is the time to relax and see where this mutual journey leads. And if it should be a mutual journey, that's the question. But it's like water. Instead of trying to change this person and you wear them down over time, and you also float around obstacles. The Seven of Pentacles is an obstacle. This person is an obstacle because they don't do their fair share of work. But as water, you can just flow around them and continue with your life, and they can be a screw up if they want. 21. There. Getting to the core of a situation, freedom from a burden, cleaning house, sweeping away what's no longer needed. Ever feel so bogged down with emotional gunk that you can't think straight? This is definitely this person. It's not only their gunk, as we saw, it was also like their ancestors haven't been able to deal with certain things, and it's left for this person to deal with it. What neither of the people before them could solve is up to this person to solve. So they are not totally hopeless. They might have a little bit rough energies to deal with as well. Ever feel so bogged down with emotional gunk that you can't think straight? Could you be surrounded by clutter in your home, too much work, overwhelmed, time to clean house? Every item out of place natters away at you. Every unresolved resentment, every comparison to others that leads to a sense of lack takes up energetic space. Every unpaid bill just adds up to the unnecessary feeling of being overwhelmed. Now is the time to free yourself by energetically cleaning house. Just do it. Make room for the miracles that are lining up for you. Time to clear the air. Take a look at your side of the street in a relationship and say what's on your mind. Sweep away the old stuff so that a spring breeze can flow through with new energy. It's the perfect time to do an inventory of your dynamic and see what's yours and what's not yours, to clean up the relationship. Everyone brings some baggage. Sort through what you brought with you and let go of what is no longer needed of that baggage. Like they don't have to be as their parent. It's not. It can be a little bit compulsive because it's a pattern that's deeply rooted. But if they are clearly aware of it, so therefore they can choose to no longer fuel that kind of behavior. Become unencumbered, and your relationship will flourish. So it seems like the best way forward is for you to love yourself and be kind of not too invested in this situation right now. And I think this is a good approach when they come and, want things from you. You are preoccupied with other things. Sorry, I don't have time with you. I need to do this, but you can do it for yourself. And this person, you can't control how they are going to behave here. They are like a little bit compulsive. And it has to do with certain patterns that they are carrying with them. And they need to sort that out. It's not your job. So you can take a little vacation from this situation, I think. And focus on yourself, your life, your projects, your hobbies, your friends, things like this. And the things that you want to accomplish in your life. Put like a lot of other things aside and do the things that you want to do. If you have children also, you can do even more stuff with them and focus on doing fun stuff, like things that makes you come closer together as a family. And if this person wants to be there and, engage, they can be, but they need to come with a nice attitude. They're not supposed to come and, just think that it's boring and destroy the whole situation for the other people in this party. So I think that's the best way forward. If I were to be this person, I would actually consider to go to therapy to deal with my old ancestral baggage, because it's so unnecessary. The soul comes, it doesn't even have this type of problem, but because of the conditioning, like we are ducklings that's being conditioned by our relationship when we are small, the person is now acting in a very stupid way, and it's unnecessary, and it's not adding to the happiness in their life. So the best way would be to, you know, as soon as possible, take a good grip on these kind of things. Go to therapy, and also you can do a lot of workshops where you can meditate on like childhood healing, past life healing, ancestral karma, cleaning out ancestral karma, things like this. And it would be very beneficial because I think the person is probably good in its essence. It's just that someone has painted over, like, you are supposed to be like this. If that person could free themselves from their parents' gunk, they could be themselves. And that would be a real freedom. So therefore we have the clean it up card here. Okay. So I hope this helped. I would urge you to watch the reading, Their True Thoughts and Feelings, in their True Thoughts and Feelings playlist. That will probably tell you more about this story, or the reading, what do they want to happen between you for your sign. I can also recommend that you rewatch the previous love reading for July, because that's the energy right now, and this will be the prediction for August. So until next time, take really good care and stay blessed. Bye bye.